And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Redskins. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
First carry for Darius Geis. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll try and get it with Geis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board, and a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 60 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now Taylor will turn and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now Taylor to throw on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56.
On 1st and 10, Knight. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Raekwon McMillan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Knight being chased out left. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
To throw on 3rd down, Knight. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Knight. Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Knight. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is it is
now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
On first down, this is Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight. Caught on the right side. Reed. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Taylor. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Dolphins. From midfield now, here's Taylor. He goes underneath to Drake, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first down, it's Taylor. He's going to rifle one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 36 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Taylor. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Free safety, Clinton Dix, the man to make the play there on the defensive side.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They get it to him running left. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. On third and goal, Taylor. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And here come the Redskins now. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right? Trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Minkah Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama. To throw on second down. Knight. Finding some room at midfield. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They'll hand it down to Geis. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight. This one caught by Crowder. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On second down, it's Drake. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Slow. Z. Slow.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And an alley to run. He's got daylight. Pass across the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Slow. Z. Two jet.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. To throw is Taylor. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Taylor now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Taylor. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Again, it's Taylor. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Look at this, a tight end carry. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They come out here in the eye. They get it to him running left. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
To throw on 2nd down. Knight. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. 3rd down, here's Geis. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight is going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking long for his tight end Reed. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part,
he rifles one that's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick.
drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Throwing on first down. Knight. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. To throw on second down. Knight dumps it off for Geis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Operating from the gun. Knight. He'll check it down to Geis. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll run for it. Geis. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Stills over the middle. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Play action. Now Taylor. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action here on first down. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Now Taylor on first down. And that is incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and that'll bring up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Second and 10 now, it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Taylor. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on first and 10. To throw again is Taylor. Flush to his right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And they'll go on the ground. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Third and 2, now Taylor. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And there he goes again. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson with what will be called a 107-yard return. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
The throw by Taylor there knocked away and incomplete. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Taylor. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. His huge night, it just continues as he's now north of 200 yards receiving. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Taylor will throw again. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They get it to him running left. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Looking to throw on second down. Knight. Josh Doxson's got it complete. First target, first catch, and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Knight buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. On first down, Knight. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw on second down. Knight. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Here we go. 3-19.
From the gun on third down. Knight. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Charles Harris coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He's back to throw. It's complete. Stills. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but